Lead generation for construction companies. What is lead generation? How can you start to get leads for your own company? And what are some of the most common methods that actually work? Well, it's really difficult to find the right method for your business until you actually try all of them and you can cross compare them and realize what's something that works best for contractors or what actually works for some other types of businesses. Well, good thing is that I've been in marketing for approximately 5 years and I've tried a lot of different strategies. So in this video, I'm going to explain how you can actually start to get more leads for your own construction company, or if you're a small-time contractor, how can you start to get some jobs? Well, one of the most common options that people go for when they're trying to get more jobs for their business is they go to sites like HomeAdvisor or sites like Thumbtack, Yelp, and all of that, because these are lead selling websites and you're trying to get more leads. And also a lot of people definitely do go to these kind of companies because they're trying to find some contractors. And at first it might seem that this is an excellent option, but unfortunately a lot of these companies also sell horrible leads. And I'm not saying that they don't work for everybody, but there's a ton of people that actually complain about HomeAdvisor and similar websites because of the quality of those leads is absolutely horrible. Another thing you can do is you can run Google Ads, but Google Ads can be really, really expensive, especially for business owners that are running ads by themselves. Because you see, Google is offering all these $500 credits, free ad credits that you can use for your business, but in reality, you actually have to spend some money before you get them. And this drags a lot of people to use Google Ads. The way Google Ads work, of course, is you basically pay in order to show up on search results when people search for construction companies or similar keywords that your potential customers would actually search for. But the problem with this is that in order to show up, you don't have to pay a specific amount. You actually have to bid. And then Google is going to show the top websites based off of the bids. So the people who pay most are usually ranked, first. So this is a problem because a lot of new business owners who don't know what they're doing are going to try to run Google Ads, and they might set some wrong settings, or they might bid too high, and then of course this is going to increase bids for everybody else, because in order to get any results you would have to pay a lot more money for the click. And this can get crazy because sometimes you will be paying $50, $60 for a click in more competitive areas, which is just insane, especially because a lot of those people that actually click on your Google Ads, they might not be interested in working with you. Or even if you pick the perfect keyword and everything else is configured properly, a digital marketing company or your competitor can go to Google, see your ranking, see your website, and click on your ad, and you would basically have to pay for that click as well, which is definitely not going to turn into a customer. So that's one of the most common problems you can run into when you're running Google Ads. But if you know what you're doing, and if you have a lot of experience with running Google Ads, or if you know somebody who has a lot of experience with running Google Ads, you can definitely make them profitable for your business, because they can be really, really beneficial. I mean, with SEO, you would have to build a website, optimize it for SEO, wait, buy backlinks, do all of that stuff, and then you can show up and start to get more customers. But with Google Ads, you can basically show up immediately, which is beneficial but dangerous at the same time. Now, this brings me to my next topic, which is SEO. And SEO is basically, I would say basically same as Google Ads, except that with SEO, you show up organically. You don't have to pay in order to show up. But in order to build a website, to optimize it for SEO, you would have to learn a lot of things, or you can hire a marketing agency like myself, basically. So, benefit of doing SEO is that you actually, once you show up on Google, once you do SEO, even if you stop paying somebody for SEO, or even if you stopped doing SEO, you would still rank and you would still show up and you would still get good results. But of course, there's other benefits of paying somebody to do SEO, because if you don't do SEO, then your competitors who are doing SEO will eventually surpass you, and you would need to do a lot more in order to get back to your previous results. But SEO is one of the best things you can actually do for your business, and you don't actually have to pay an agency. You can also create a Google business listing yourself, get a lot of reviews, try to add as much information as you can to that listing, and this will of course help you get more visibility for your listing, and you will get better results. In this day and age, unfortunately, it's just not enough to get a lot of customers solely with a GMB listing. When you connect your website to your listing, then Google can go to your website and get a whole lot more information from your website about what your company actually does, so that when people search for your services, they understand, okay, so this is the company that actually provides that service, and then they show your business first, or not even first, maybe in the top 3 spots, or maybe even in the top 10 spots. Now, what about social media advertising? Well, you can run Facebook ads, you can run Instagram ads, but the problem of running these ads is that you actually have to convince people to work with you. You are trying to captivate them with your work or with a specific offer. So that's one of the problems, but of course this can actually work really well if you're targeting the right people through Facebook and these similar platforms. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these strategies can be a hit or miss, and it's mostly dependent on the implementation. I myself, personally, I'm a fan of Google My Business Listing plus SEO, building a website and all that stuff, because when you build a website and when you show up for specific keywords, then people who type in your services and people who go to your website are people who are actually actively looking for your services. And the leads that you get through your website are usually a lot more qualified than leads you get through Facebook, Instagram, or Home Advisor especially, or similar lead generation websites. But anyway, those are some of the most common methods that people use in order to get more customers for their business. And usually a lot of these strategies are good, but it's going to depend on how you actually implement them. Because if you just try running Facebook ads or something and you don't have enough experience and you don't get any results, then you can't just write off Facebook and all that as a bad marketing strategy. So no matter which strategy you try to implement it the best way you possibly can. If you need help with SEO specifically, then you can go to logicalmarketer.net, which is my website. Feel free to contact me through the contact form on my website, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Or if you have any questions or you need advice, feel free to write a comment here and I'll be happy to reply. If you find value in my content, then definitely subscribe, because I'll be posting a whole bunch of similar videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.